They're set up at the 35 now. First down, Stroud. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Stroud to throw again on second. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. To the air, Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So second down coming up. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Pass caught by Tate Dell. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Working quickly here. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans now trail by just a point in the 4th. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Covey now to return this. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Handoff headed right, Barkley. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Barkley's got it.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with a running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. He's back to throw. Able to get it to Barkley. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Offense going for it here, 4th and 5. Looking to throw. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on 4th down.
One way or the other, that was going to be a decisive play to break this tie. They thought that they could pick it up, no question about it, and build some momentum down the field. But how about a shout-out to that defense, now setting their offense up in great position.
So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Putting a receiver in motion. From the 23. Diggs there to bring it in. Broke through the tackle. It's inside the 10. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans have taken the lead late. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Covey now to return this. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Buys time, rolling right. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
You know, that's a tough one right there. Actually, when you're outside the pocket, because your body is going and moving laterally, it often takes the ball out of bounds just like that. That's a tough connection to make, even under the best of circumstances.
And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. And the Texans make the play that should win.
Double or nothing, baby.
No, he didn't make that, though. He made that. He made that. He made that. That was crazy.
Wait, hold up. It's double or nothing, so if you win, I owe you 40.
Rabbit?
So let's play for 60.
So for 60, so if you win, I owe you 20.
Yeah.
I gotta pick him.
1,
Titans,
2,
Rams,
3.
Steelers.
Titans, Rams.
Titans, Rams, Steelers. All Rams. Got Bills, Jags, Bengals. Who knew?
Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And we're off and running from Western New York. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
Yeah. If I lose, I owe you 60. If I win, you owe me 20. How? Yeah. Alright, okay. Alright, yeah. I'll give you 100. Yeah.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense. Okay, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Fourth down, here's Stanford. Flush down now to his left. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Allen taken right to the air. Chased out to his right. He's running with it. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, kid? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dumping the ball.
Runs it in, touchdown Buffalo. The Bills get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's a James Cook touchdown. Extra point up and good for Max. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Pass now to kick this away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Stafford back to throw. That's on target. Puka Nacua. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. He goes to the hurry-up offense here. From the 29. Throw finds DeMarcus Robinson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10 from the 41. Throwing now, Stafford. Forced out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now Stafford again. His pass caught by Nacua. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. Give him 24 on that play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing now on 1st down, Stafford. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Stafford now on 1st down. Got Williams, and it's complete. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. 2nd and 13. It's taken in by Williams. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Rams football. They've been moving it well, but face a 3rd down here. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Catch is made in close. And they'll They'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. First down from the red zone. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack. Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Trying again, following the sack. Has it in close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Williams. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Stafford gonna go on 4th. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. A quick slant here into the hands of Cooper. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit. Complete. It's Cooper. Continuing to move past the 45. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Throwing now on 1st down. Allen. Complete to Coleman. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. He's got Khalil Shakir. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Working quickly here. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Another one for Cook. Scores! Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills grow their lead just before halftime. It's a James Cook touchdown. Gets the extra point to go. And the Bills double their lead to 14. Bass now to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Stafford from the gun. Getting up, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Now the Rams will use the 1st of their timeouts. 2 left to work with before halftime. We really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Gets everything he has under this throw. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
As a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. It's a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
He's loaded another one up. That one was incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Rams are set to punt. And he drives it towards the other end of the field. Takes this one at the 40. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. 65 yards on the punt there. And hardly any time remaining for them in this game. Allen now on first down. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Couldn't connect with Amari Cooper. And that'll bring up second down. He's back to throw. This one's quickly to Shakir. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down, and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now Allen off the play action. Finds Kincaid. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Running for the marker on 2nd. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down. They're set up at the 35 now. On first down, Allen fits it through the middle. And he's out in the clear. He finds space, middle of the field. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills grow the lead coming out of halftime. Dalton Kincaid.
All right, see, that's 21-0.
But really, you're supposed to have another possession.
No, it's not halftime.
But you really have no chance.
Double or nothing, baby. That's how we roll. You there? Hello? You there? Double,
Yo.
double or nothing, baby. Let's go.
Alright. So right now you owe me 100.
Double or
If you
nothing.
win,
0.
if I win, you owe me 200. If you win,
Right,
0.
right.
Alright, go ahead. See what 3 teams are.
Jets, Giants, Colts.
Titans, Bengals, Vikings. I'm gonna go with the Vikings.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Rodgers going to come out throwing. Being chased out left. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game. And it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Now a 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Going to look deep for Wilson. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 71 yards. And the Jets go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
I'm ready.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Complete, Jefferson the target. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. On the counter, here's Jones. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stomp.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to take over here up near the 40. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
On first down, right back to Hall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Working from the gun, Rodgers. A throw left side, wheeled in by the rookie wideout. And he is going to have a Jets first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, 36 yards. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. McCarthy is set to throw it. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets 16. From the shotgun again to Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. Will McDonald there on the tackle. This is 2nd and 8. Now McCarthy. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. C.J. Ham taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? They know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
A give running right is Hall. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Second and a couple.
At the Vikings 39-yard line.
Now a carry for Allen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They stay on the ground with Allen. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Give to Hall running right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Paul want to give up the middle. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Zerline's kick is up and through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. To the air with McCarthy. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Room here to run. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
A final shot before break. McCarthy, he's going to take another shot here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls in.
That should have been a fucking pick.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Here's McCarthy. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. Throwing is McCarthy. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. McCarthy going to throw again. He'll find Jones again, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll look to throw again. Rolling to his right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jones fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7. To throw, it's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 74 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Hall again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
They'll give to Hall. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great, but that's not what you're really playing for.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On the counter, it's Hall. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. Certainly not with
This is what the fuck we do with the fucking worst team in the league.
To be gleaned every time you throw an interception.
With the worst team in the league.
And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton
The
Manning
worst
for
fucking
28
team in the
years.
league.
That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5.
With the worst team in the league, my dude. With the Jets. 0.
Running left, it's Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his second touchdown of the
$0 to you, bro.
Jets
0.
extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th.
Bro, you want to play again? What time is it?
Rodgers will throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And
Oh, he dropped it.
they don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the
0.
hands. He just couldn't bring it.
0. 0.
Everywhere.
You can't play. You can't fucking close. You can't close it, nigga. When the money is on the line, big time, you can't close it.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
You can't close it, dog. You're not a closer.
Down short of the 15-yard line.
You ain't Jalen Brunson. You ain't Brunson.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
You ain't Jalen Brunson.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Come on, man. Why you calling a timeout, bro? Game's over, bro.
As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Hall again. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Well, I liked it. Just
get into winning formation.
A few inches you need for a first down.
No, my luck. I'll
I'll
fumble this shit. You return that shit. 0, my nigga. My nigga.
Fake it and try to get something big. But instead of forget it. Let's just get a first down and start a new set.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
What you doing, bro?
You ready?
Yeah, I mean, you was up. You was up. You can't win the big game.
Yeah, I can.
No, you can't. You didn't. No, you can't, cause you did. You did it, bro. Though.
I know. Don't worry. I'm baiting you to play me for the game, and then I just take it.
But bro, every time we get to high money, my nigga, you lose, dog. I step up when I have to. I'm a shark. I'm a Madden shark.
What we playing for? 20?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Come on, bro.
All right, let's see who I get. Titans, Lions, Titans. Lions, who you getting? What you doing? I ain't even watched you do it.
You want me to do it again? Damn, son.
Hey,
Okay.
you didn't even say no. But if you got the Ravens, you got the Ravens. I didn't even watch it though. If you didn't
Oh, that's okay. We'll go again. I'll go again. I'll go again. Go to my Giants. Go to the Giants. Eagles. Bucks.
Eagles.
Yeah, you fucked yourself now.
My dead ass 2 minutes. Not 2 minutes. You making me fucking anxious when I tell you I need the minute. Like yo, if it's not 1 minute, I gotta go. You giving the video games a break though, Ant?
Yeah. After this week, though. I got this week.
What's the reason? Let's lock in time.
Nah, I'm gonna exercise. I got like 3 fucking dates in the end of the 3 days. So I just,
Okay. I do adult shit.
oh, what happened?
What happened?
I don't know. Backed out. You didn't like your team, so you backed out.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let me get the Lions and we out. All right, I'm ready.
What was my team? Eagles.
Eagles, yeah.
Oh, God, I didn't want to do that.
Oh, Anthony, did you see the end of the Eagles game? I mean the
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League.
Nah, what happened?
Downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions.
Was it a close game?
Here is the Spring League star, Jake Bates, set to get this one going. And off we go from Ford Field. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Bro, I'm so fucking stoked. The Knicks won. I'm not even. I don't give a fuck about shit. That's huge. Huge.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And it's a positive start. A gain of 5 to get things going. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass. And I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
A first down throw for Hurts.
Bro, he's open.
Incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Hurts. Oh, trying to keep the play alive, but it is intercepted.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
And out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards. They'll go play action with Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing on 2nd down, Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's 1st and goal. We'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And a good job there of hemming him in. They get it to the 8-yard line.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he'll take it on in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Lions. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Britton Covey now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On first down, it's Hurts. And that's complete to A.J. Brown. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down. When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. A run with Barkley. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
To throw on second down is Hurts. That is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset, because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game. Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Williams in motion. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone. David Montgomery. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here now, a toss to Montgomery.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that game to nothing.
And he's in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions move out on time, 14-0. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. For the return, here comes Britton Covey. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. Good defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 12. In motion, the tight end Uzama. They'll run the toss to Barkley. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. Now Hurts. He manages to get the throw away and completes it.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Hurts. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? Now some movement up front, flags down, mistake-filled first half continues. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's going to be caught. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. A huge play just before the half. 33 yards. On 1st down, it's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. Now his timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. Again, Hurts. It is brought in the end zone. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. Jake Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles are on the board. It's now 14-7. The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Goff. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. Working free downfield, it is Williams. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Now Goff. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he will get into the end zone. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will take a 21-7 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Covey now on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now flags fly. Looks like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into 1st and 15. Throwing is Hurts. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Carlton Davis.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get...
What?
You just have to be a little bit smarter with which risks you're willing to take.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. And a short pickup. Down inside the 10. 2nd and goal. Now, Goff. For the middle. He's got St. Brown. And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5. They'll run with Montgomery. And he will score again.
It's too easy for me.
We doing double?
Double.
Nah, let's do so 20 double nothing. Let's play for 60.
So odds.
If you win, I owe you 60. If I win, you owe me 20. If you win, I owe you 60, and if I win, you owe me 20. How
Playing for 60.
how are we playing for 60? It was double or nothing when it was 20 bucks.
You just said play for 60, not me.
Yeah, double or nothing would be 40 or 0,
Mhm.
right?
So if we're
So
playing
we'll
for
play for
60 right
60.
now.
That means you get 60 or I'll get 20.
No, listen. You owe me $20 right now, right?
Right.
And you're like, yo, Zay, let's play for 60. I'm like, all right, fuck it. You owe me
No,
60.
no, no,
If
no.
I win, you owe me 80.
That's not what I mean.
Let's play for $40 then. So if I win, you owe me 60. And if you win, I owe you 20.
All
That's what
right.
you want to do.
Yeah.
All right,
Uh,
you choose.
1, 2,
Jags, Broncos,
3.
Saints. Broncos. All right, I'm going Eagles, KC, Bills. God damn. I got three best teams in the league. Eagles, KC. Um, you know what? I'm gonna go KC. Nah, you know what am I saying? All right. All right, that was my bad. I took too long. I'm ready. Going to piss.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
It's tough enough to play defense anyway, but after a return like that, now now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Second down and 8. As Smith in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
That's good for another Eagle.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further.
It's now
Third and goal at the 4-yard line. Barkley. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
So a decision to be made. Is this something, opening drive maybe they discussed before the game?
They had to, and that's the responsible way of getting ready for a game. You go through situations with your staff. You go through scenarios, and you read your team. If we're in this spot and we're moving the ball well,
and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jalen Hurts scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. This one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. To throw is Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They're going. It's Nix. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. On the move to his left. He finds his tight end, got it. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, 31 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 40 yards. And the Broncos are back within a score. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Hurts. This is Smith to the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
Looking here for Smith downfield.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Nix to the air. He'll air this one out for Mims.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Here's Nix. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing Nix. A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
And some room to maneuver. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
To throw, here's Nix.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Nolan Smith. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Now it's Nix.
They'll roll him out right.
Open man is the tight end, Troutman.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. So that now 4 first
You got the Eagles. I have the fucking Broncos.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to
No,
have the football here.
it's not. It's just my team's trash.
So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not.
You act like you don't have the Super Bowl champs.
He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. On the slant, completes to Sutton.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
We'll get that complete to Vele. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Nix from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you definitely got to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Back to the air with Nix. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard.
He's got a man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A huge play there for Denver. 59 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nix eluding the pressure right.
Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
And Barkley did not get there.
The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That's taken on the 25. You call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Operating from the gun. Nix. That is caught by Vele. Room to maneuver at the 35. Down the left sideline.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. 58 yards.
And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Lutz good on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This will be caught by Brown.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A very solid gain of 27. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's Barkley on the counter. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing is Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Broncos are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Nix, flush to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Forced out to his left.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming
This is 3rd and long. To throw is Nix. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The rookie from Oregon on target with that one, and leads to a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Nix to throw again.
Man, throw that shit away, bro.
The sack there by Brandon Graham, coming in and bringing him down to the ground. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Nix over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Yes, down by a touchdown. They needed a big play here quickly, and they got one. And now, plenty of time. No need to panic, but you do need to move quickly.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
On the sneak, it's Nix, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The kick by Elliott is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Able to find Mims. And he will get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4. Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down. He'll buy some time right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40. So it's the Broncos who are going to get the first shot at things. They'll have it here as we start in overtime. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Williams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now a first throw here in overtime. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would try to run through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. To throw, here's Nix. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
They're starting to put together a nice drive. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call. But when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to them. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And my, how the tables have turned. They had a chance inside the red zone, punch that thing in and end it. Now we're going the other way.
And it's real easy to just look at them and say, boy, what an error, what a mistake you made. But how about the defense coming up huge? Let's give them a little bit of credit, keeping their team in the game, because if they score a touchdown there, it's game over.
This being their second opportunity in overtime, third overall drive, see if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmaker.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up third down.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. This to win.
Field goal, win it, nigga. Done, nigga. Give me my money, nigga. I'm him. I'm him. I'm him. You had the Eagles, I had the Broncos. I'm him, bro. I'm better than you. I'm better than you, dog. I'm better than you.
That's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.